guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go ahead and show you how I like to contour. I'm just going to use a basic bronzer that I particularly like. You can use whatever bronzer you want. You definitely want to use one 2 or 3, maybe even 4 shades darker than your normal skin tone and foundation, just so that you can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Bobbi Brown. It's Deep 4, and it is a dark one, so you can kind of see. So it's pretty darn dark, so you're going to be able to see it really well. Okay, so I have been loving this Morphe MB30 brush to contour. So it's really skinny and dense, so it really kind of gets in there. You can kind of see it. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to take a couple swipes, and I'm going to start with this cheek. And you want to create a cheekbone. So all of us chubby cheek girls, this is going to really help us. You're going to want to suck in, do a fish face. Pretty good, right? So then we're going to start closest to the ear. So what I like to do is pat it first. Press it, I should say. And we're going to start our little contour there, so you can already see. Pull this back. Already see a difference. Same side. Same thing to this side. So your darkest part of your contour is going to be closest to the ear. And then you want to keep it up higher. I did go a little bit lower here. I don't usually go quite that low, because you don't want to blend into this. You want to be able to see the contour. And if you mess up, that's okay, because we're going to blend. So already you can see a difference. It's pretty cool. Then I like to go ahead and do the sides of my forehead. Into the hairline, you want to make sure you get it in the hair. Press, press, press. And we're just shading to kind of create some depth. And if you have a very large forehead, this is really good. Mine isn't super crazy. But just think of it like whatever you want to make smaller, you do dark. Whatever you want to look larger, you do light. Basic stuff. So then, love the gobbler to get done. Tap it right under there. I kind of go back a little bit. So that helps quite a bit. And then I also, without any additional product, I go ahead and I do a little rainbow. Like that. And I'll show you why I did that later, sorry. Okay, so we're looking kind of cray right now. But you can go ahead, and I'm going to buff it out, blend it out with this Real Techniques brush, because these are really easy to find. You can get them off Amazon. This one is an Expert face brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and start blending pretty aggressively. And this is going to soften our contour and blend it in. On the forehead. me blend that all out. Make sure you guys can kind of see that. So then I also like to take a Makeup Geek. It's a pretty dense, fluffy brush. This is a Makeup Geek face buffer brush. And these are pretty cheap. You can get them online on Makeup Geek. And I just like to take a little bit more and just kind of buff it in there. One tap. And then I'm even going to go around the chin, throw some definition in there. I know this is probably not the best quality video, but you can get the idea. Kind of see? Okay. If you're really looking for some hardcore contour, you can go ahead and just tap it right in there. Blend it out a little bit. Makeup Geek brush, just kind of blending. So you can kind of add little by little. Some days I add more contour than others. Depends on what kind of dramatic look I'm going for. So then I also like to take this tapered eyeshadow brush from Bare Essentials. And it's just a small little brush. You can use really whatever brush you want. The same bronzer, and I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. Or schnoz. So, my parents were like, please don't say that anymore in your videos. They thought it was really silly. And don't refer to my nose as piggish. Yeah. I think it looks a little piggy. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. So we're going to go ahead and ever so slightly. We're even going to take it a tiny bit up to connect to the brow. Top of my nose, stick into the kind of the side area. And we're going to go in a V. Oh, can't forget to connect. V. And then I also go ahead and go right in here. For me personally, you don't have to do this if you feel like your nose doesn't come out that much. Remember, dark makes things small, light makes things look larger. So I want to suck this area in. So we're really looking good right now. I also like to take that same brush and we're going to make our lip look pouty this way. So if you're really wanting some full looking lips, this is a good little tip. So just take a little bit of that bronzer. And go right under that lip like that. I like to kind of rub it out with my finger. Look at that, that already looks poutier. Really pouty, right? Okay, so then I also like to go in, this is a Sigma P86 Precision Tapered. And it's kind of got a little point, and it's fluffy, so it's a little bit larger. So if you want to get really exact, you don't want to really use this because it really is more puffy. That's why I use that smaller one first to really get in there. See I'm going to adjust the lighting so we're looking good. So then I also, to blend this out, I use a Sigma E35, and it's a white-haired fluffy. And I just go ahead and start blending. And if the sun will work with me here, take my finger. Tickles my nose when we do this. Kind of see? This is just how I like to do it. I found it to be the easiest way for me. I also like to take a little bit of the Makeup Geek and tap it right there so it looks a little bit smaller. See if you guys can see. How's that look? Pretty good, right? I dig it. So you can see how we got that contour going. We also want to add our blush. I'm going to go ahead and use Peachy Keen. Really nice, soft, peachy with a little shimmer. And I like to use an F10 powder blush brush from Sigma. And you want to make a cute little smile. Get those cheekers going. And tap it on the balls right here and kind of go up. And we're blending into our contour basically. See if I can get you guys to see it. So this is kind of a nice blush because it gives you a little bit of that highlight as well because it's got that shimmer in it. So if you're not into adding the highlight, that's a really good alternative. So, and then sometimes I like to even just go like this afterwards with my contour brush and just tap it in there to make it more intense. After I blend it out, I will. And then I'm going to go ahead and highlight with MAC Soft and Gentle. And it is a really nice, soft kind of highlight if you are looking for something not too intense, not too gold, not too pink. This is a good one. This is a Sigma F40 Large Angled Contour. It's white. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the high points. And I really like to pair this with the Peachy Keen because it really reminds me of the Peachy Keen. We're going to hit our high points here. Hit the top of the nose. I also like to take my finger and just do a little bit on the tip because that gives you kind of a button nose effect. It's kind of cute. And then I even do the bridge like that. Cupid's bow. That's going to also help with that pouty lip. And then a tiny bit right here. So I contoured right under the lip and then I'm highlighting right here on the chin. You don't necessarily have to do that if you're self-conscious about your chin. You want to, you know, I see this little spot here and I'm just going to kind of fluff it out. It's kind of hard doing my makeup over in this lighting. It's good for you, hopefully good for you guys. So now you see the finished product. What do you guys think? You like it? So go ahead and like this video if you learned something from it and you enjoyed it. It's just my particular way I like to contour. Sometimes I do it a little differently. Yeah, so that's about it. I hope that you guys liked it, and go ahead and subscribe and tell your friends, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I like to contour my face. So just a couple tips and tricks that I like. Let me see how many times I can say tips and tricks. That was really stupid. Okay,